Willie Anderson here with Peter Withe, two 75ers, legends as they say.
As we are.
Peter only came 36 hours non-stop just to be here this weekend. I think that's great.
Yeah, well.
How do you feel?
I feel recovered and ready to rock and roll. I think that the way that we've come together, all the players, to meet up again. Last time I met all you guys was for the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
So it's great to be back.
It's great to have you back.
We're reminiscing about so many different things.
I know, and we won't lie ever.
No, we never tell porkies.
So good memories you had from the 75 season, because you were the top scorer, right?
And you provided half of the goals, you and Jimmy. Great memories. I think that the way that we've thrown together in a very short space of time to all of a sudden appear. I mean, you appeared the day before the first game. And, you know, for my memory is us playing against Seattle, the local derby, walking in the tunnel, home team playing white, away team plays in a different colour, and both of us have got white on. And we have to change to the green strip, and we go on the pitch and we're playing for 15 minutes, and the announcer comes out and says, "Will you stop booing the team in green? That's the Portland Timbers." So it was just, you know, and that sort of stuff. We lost the game, but we went on to great success because we just kept winning, and we got stronger and stronger with every game, and we made it to the final.
Yeah, it was great. I think the biggest game for me, maybe the Seattle game in the playoffs at home.
Okay.
When you made that great cross for Barry Powell. And I remember you saying to him, "Hey, see that?"
And of course, you supplied the cross for the overtime goal for Tony Betts. You know. And then, of course, we got to the semi-final. We're playing St. Louis, and we managed to beat them 1-0.
You scored against them, right?
And if you remember, we started off this campaign with 7,800 supporters.
Yes.
And we ended up 36,000 people in this stadium.
Amazing.
And that's when I feel the way that the camaraderie was between all the players created Soccer City USA.
No, I totally agree with that. It was great.
Oh.
One of the best 10 weeks of my life. You know,
until you found out you were wearing number 12.
I know. That's another story. But Well, great, Pete. Thanks. Great you're here. You look great, and that hat suits you so well. Hey,
it
looks great. Looks great. Hey.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
Hi, Willie Anderson here again with Chris Dangerfield, who was part of the 75 team, another legend, believe it or not, and Chris, just like me, never left America. We stayed forever. So what great thoughts for 75. You must have had a million.
Yeah, it was a summer to remember, wasn't it? It was wonderful 3 months, and we came together. We didn't know each other before we landed in Portland for the most part. There was 5 of us that came from the Wolves: Peter, Donald, Jimmy, Barry, and myself. But it exposed me to America, which is where I live, and my children were born in California. And it gave me an opportunity to learn the game from some of the best ever professionals. Believe me.
I'll pay you later.
You're welcome.
So, great. I mean, I remember you're an end-to-end midfielder, and you're this young guy I'd never really met before, never seen play, and you were like just everywhere. And to me, you were made for America. I always thought, God, he's made for America.
Well, coming from you, I'll take that as a massive compliment. Yeah, I was very fit. I was very quick, and I think that the way that we set up the team, Vic Crow wanted a lot of energy in the midfield area, and he wanted to press, and he wanted to win the ball back, and then get it to the guys that could create the magic, which basically was him, and Jimmy Kelly on the other side, as they called him, Seamus, a.k.a., and Peter Withe, and Tony Betts, who could put the ball in the back of the net, and that's the way the team was. And I loved it. I mean, I was able to, number one, it was an opportunity for me to come in and actually play. And when I was playing in front of great crowds as well. And you know, it energizes you, right?
Oh, totally.
And then when I had to go back to Wolverhampton after this, I'm playing on a Wednesday evening and there's nobody there because I'm in the reserve team. I go, I want to go back to America. And we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We were really lucky. What a game stand out for you at all in that '75 season,
Well,
or them all?
a few when I scored. I mean, I remember playing Vancouver at home and I scored a screamer from the top of the box, and Betsy and Peter picked me up in the air and I gave it all this one. I like that. I've got a photo of that, and I remember that moment. Obviously, from a disappointing perspective, the final, because the field was too narrow for us. We've all talked about it. It didn't suit the way we played. They were able to shut us down. You got just absolutely taken out for a stonewall penalty that would have put us 1-0 up, and 1-0 up at Spartan Stadium is a different game. It always will be, right?
Yeah,
So
I totally agree.
and then obviously the games we had here with Seattle and St. Louis in the semi and the quarterfinals, when not only was this place packed, but they had extra bleachers that came in from the local parks, and all those rooftops over there were full of people, and it was magical.
Yeah, it was. It was great. Well, it's great if you did come down. I mean, what a great weekend seeing everybody again.
I've seen some of these guys I literally haven't seen for 50 years.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I see you a lot, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it's great. I wouldn't have missed it for the
Great.
world.
You look great. I'm really glad you like America, just like me.
Yeah.
And thanks for talking to
You're
us.
welcome, Willie. Thanks,
All
man.
right.
Appreciate it.
Just relax and we'll be great. Hi, it's Willie Anderson. I'm talking to Barry Lynch, another '75 player. Good to see you. Barry came all the way from the UK just for this weekend, and I'm sure you're having a great time, right?
Without a doubt. It's been great
Yeah,
to be
that's-
back with the lads especially.
Yeah.
And see all the supporters tonight.
I know. So memories of '75 for you? I mean,
Yeah, everything in those 4 months, I can still remember. For today, it was tremendous. Started from nothing, we set a good base. We had some good players, good defenders, good midfield, good forwards,
Yes.
and another year we should have won the league. We should have won the cup.
Yes, I agree. Now, did you come back in '76?
77.
77?
Yeah, Brian Tyler was.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, I came back for that too.
Yeah.
So I remember you at the Villa.
Yeah, correct.
I watched you playing left back for the Timbers, our team.
Yeah.
And every time I looked around, you were attacking. We corner kicks, and he'd be the on the end of everything. It was like, where did he come from?
I scored my only goal for the Timbers in St.
your
Louis
career?
from your cross.
That's right.
And it was the only goal scored, and it was away from home. And that's the only regret I got. I never scored it with the Timbers ground.
I know.
At home.
Well, if you kept playing, you may have done.
Well, possibly, but,
I remember you just coming out of nowhere all the time.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a great time for you. You
Yeah,
know,
tremendous.
come out here,
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
in front of big crowds.
Yeah. With the family, wife, and children with me.
Yeah.
So really special time.
Oh, I bet. And how's this weekend going?
Tremendous. It's been great. You feel as though you've never been away.
Yeah.
And it sums up the spirit of 75.
Yeah, it was great. The guys are great, and they all stick together, and we're all having a good time. So, hey, thanks.
Yeah, that's a
and it's
pleasure.
great to see you
Yeah,
back.
same here, Willie.
All right.
Tremendous.
Okay.
To see you.
You too.
Always a pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure.
Hi, it's Willie Anderson with Barry Powell, the midfield dynamo from '75.
Go on.
He could hit the best crossfield pass ever. He made my life so easy. Loved him for it. Good player too. So, welcome back. You
Thank
glad to
you.
be back, or you recovering?
This is a wonderful place to come back to. I've played lots of games in a high level in England and played in cup finals in England, but the year I had at this place, absolutely spot on.
Yeah, I totally agree. Barry, by the way, he was a big-time professional back in the UK. Played for some great teams, and the Timbers were lucky to get him at the beginning, because I don't think we would have got him after that. But your memories of the '75 season, anything stand out? Or
Yes, I think the style of football that we played thrilled the crowd. You know, we had 6,000, I think there was here on the first game, and the football that we played, although on the first and second game we didn't win, but when we got that sorted out, we thrilled the crowd, and they started to understand the game of soccer.
No, I totally agree. You know what I remember about you? I remember you scoring that header against Seattle,
Seattle.
in the playoff. We're down 1-0 and
I know. Never
Willie's playing like a winger, gets behind them, crosses a great ball, and who gets on the end of it? You do.
Never scored a goal in my life with a head. But I was
great.
enjoying the game so much here. You know, I was given a free roll.
Yeah.
You do this, you do that, and what have you. And the one thing I've got going for me was that I was a fit guy.
Yeah.
I'm not now, but I was a fit guy.
None of us are fit anymore, but Barry was one of them players, midfield, who was up and down, run his brains out, great passer, great control. Yeah, it was a great player to play with.
I mean, that was another thing that we played with two wide players, Willie being one and Jimmy Kelly being the other. And that suited me as a guy that could pass the ball. I could hit it anywhere, and great striker of the ball. And find these two. They were my outlet.
It was great. We had a great time. You'll enjoy your weekend? Well, more than a weekend. You've been here a week nearly, right?
I enjoy every time I come here.
We'll have to bring you back more often.
And it's good to see you guys.
No, it is. It's great. This is Barry Powell. We're lucky to have him, get to see him in Portland. So thanks for this.
Thank you very much.
All right. Good
Best
start.
of luck, Portland Timbers.
I go for it.
Hi, Willie Anderson here with Mickey Hoban, the first ever Timber player to be signed for. And he really put everything together at the beginning for the franchise with the players' wives, apartments and all that. So, and he played a bit too. So we're looking to have him. Timbers were really looking to pick him up, and they were smart enough. So memories for you, Mick? 75?
I'd played before in Atlanta and in Denver, not to great success in terms of the attendance and stuff, so right from the start here, it felt different. We started to gel as a team, the crowds grew, and the support was tremendous, so I was convinced this is the right place to be.
Yeah, it was great. And I remember you as playing, you and Brian Godfrey.
Yeah.
And he was like total chalk and cheese from you.
Yeah.
But you know, you were like this quiet guy at the back, sweeping up and helping out. It was great. It must have been a great thrill for you though, coming in.
Well, it was, because I don't want to blow your own trumpet there, but Willie was a big time player, Brian Godfrey was, so I was stepping up. Yeah. This was my good chance to play amongst better players, and Willie obviously and the other players were good players, and Brian was a great captain. You didn't want to do wrong by him, he'd let you know if you did, and so you wanted to stay on his good side, so he was a great benefit, and all the rest of you guys were as well.
Yeah. No, I always thought that, God, you had maybe the most solid season out of all of us. I mean, you went out there and you never changed. It was like, wow, I thought you did great.
Thank you. I was consistently moderate.
Well, better being consistently bad.
That's right. Yeah.
So, what do you think of this weekend? Are you having a good time or seeing the guys?
Having a good time. Fantastic. Yeah, it's been a long time, as you know, getting it all together and making provisions. But then just seeing people, it's as though you just saw everybody yesterday. Yeah. So you pick up where you let off, and it reminds you just how good friends they are and how fortunate we are to be in town. So thanks to the club and thanks to the owner for bringing us all back here, because it's been a wonderful few days.
Mick has done a tremendous amount of time and effort into this weekend with the guys, and we all thank him for that, because he's made it so easy for the rest of us. So Mickey does all the work, and we say, thanks, Mick.
Just what were we playing?
One game you can remember, do you have one in the 75?
You know, strangely enough, because I'd been here before, that first game, 8,000 fans, it pouring down rain, May 2nd, 1975. I knew that there was something here, because in any other city I played in, if that was the weather conditions in those cities, there would have been nobody there. Yeah. So when 8,000 turn up to see a team they've never seen, a sport very often they've never seen, in the rain, I thought there's something going here.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, we appreciate everything you do for us, Mick. We really do. They better tell you, the guys, and thank you. But it's great to see you here. And looking around, I think you have a lot to do with all this.
Thanks, Willie.
And putting the team at where it is today. So
no
thanks
problem.
to Mickey Hoban, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Will.
Your jacket.
Yours is just as good.
Mine looks better. Hi, Willie Anderson here with the one and only Tony Betts, the scorer of maybe the greatest goal in Timbers history, made by me, by the way. So, Tony, how you doing?
All right.
You having a good time?
Well, actually, what was it, 10 years or so ago, we tried to reenact that one.
No
Willie
way.
couldn't cross it, and I couldn't jump that high. So,
And I couldn't get that far. So with memories of 75, I mean, do you have any special ones? Or
well, obviously, personally, was that goal
Yeah,
that you
great goal.
provided. But
Great
I think
goal.
the whole special thing was everybody gelled together and just was unbelievable teammates. I mean, realistically, when we all came here, really only 3 players had made a name for themselves. One, Willie Anderson, Man United and the Villa. Ray Martin, Birmingham City, and Brian Godfrey at the Villa. So all of us had only played a handful of first team games back in England, and Vic, thank heavens, got us all together, and we became an unbelievable team. The disappointment, obviously, was losing in the final. If we'd have won that, it would have made it.
well, it would have been the perfect.
It would have been the
season.
perfect ending to it all.
Yeah. Well, you know, I remember you just like a bull in a China store up front, knocking people all over the place, fighting everybody, and getting on the end of stuff. I mean,
Well, the best thing was, we had Willie on one side, Jimmy Kelly on the other, Big Peter in the middle, and I just fed off of him. And so
Yeah.
they'd cross, they had it, and I would fortunately score a few goals. You know?
Vic Crowe, he really smart the way he put the team together, and it just fitted, didn't it? It just felt right. And
Yeah, I hopefully tonight, while we're here, that they give some recognition to Vic. Well, because he signed me as a young professional and then brought me to America, so I really do owe a lot to him. And I think the majority of us, well, nearly all of us, owe some gratitude to Vic.
Well, Tony's like I am. We came here and never left. You know, we live here
Right.
year round. I'm an American citizen. I think Tony's a green card holder. So, yeah, we love it here. Thanks to Vic Crowe. We wouldn't be here without him. And you having a good time?
I am,
Yeah.
because I dread to think what would happen if the Portland Timbers didn't, play here. I have no idea what I have done without the Portland Timbers.
Yeah. Me neither. I wouldn't have worked with you, Nick. What can I say? All right, Tony, we appreciate it. Great to see you. Hey, Willie Anderson here with the one and only Mr. Mayor Jimmy Kelly. Seamus, as he is known today, the Irish wizard. That's what I call him. A little guy on the other side. It's great. How you doing, kid?
Good to see you again. Tell you. Who would have thought 50 years later?
I know. Wow.
It just goes like that.
I
It's
know. Yeah,
scary.
I can't be. And we all look just the same.
Yeah, I noticed that last night.
So, memory, we're talking about the 75 season, your memories, things that you enjoy.
Well, obviously, the big one was the Tony's goal against Seattle.
Yeah.
Only because I passed the ball to you and you crossed it and we scored.
I know. I was shocked you passed me.
I was shocked myself that I passed it to you.
So,
But just the atmosphere that after first game, 8,000 people and 33,000,
Yeah.
just over, a little over
Amazing.
4 months. It was
Amazing.
incredible.
I know. You know what? For me, it was funny because I was playing Jimmy's position back home in England, and I came out and Jimmy was playing my position, so I had to go on the right side. And I thought, am I going to figure this out? You know?
I thought
But
you. I
it
always
worked
thought you were
great.
the better on the right than what you were in the left.
Yeah, I did too.
I know. Honestly, it was.
But if I could find you had an easier fullback to me, I'd go to the left. So
And now the other thing was, it was just among the players. We meet, and 4 days later we were playing our first game.
I know.
And the atmosphere and everything, and the American guys in the team, they felt welcomed right away.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no egos going on or anything else. It was just a great team spirit.
And you had you were so popular here that you got a vote for mayor.
I think it was 38 votes.
38 votes for
38
mayor.
votes. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know what a mayor was back then.
We were the first Irish mayor ever. Ever. So what do you think about the week and all the guys and that?
Oh, it's fantastic to see
Yeah.
people that you haven't seen in 50 years.
I know.
It's amazing.
been
You
great.
see them and it was a bit emotional.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
We get paraded out at half time.
Yeah, and
it might be emotional.
within 2 or 3 minutes, we're taking the mickey out of each other like it was yesterday.
Like it was yesterday. Well, it's great to see you. You look
too.
great. We appreciate it. And that's Jimmy Kelly. Thank you.